softly around me, like a memory out of frame. I gather broken moments, I still whisper your name. The stars fall into pieces inside my open hands. Every breath feels like a fragment of the love I couldn't plan. Fragments of lunar soul dreams floating through the in-between. I keep holding on to pieces of the truth I've never seen. Fragments of lunar soul dreams shine quietly in me. The moon paints silver shadows on the thoughts I try to hide. Your voice moves through the silence like a gentle passing tide. I walk between the heartbeats where the past and present meet. Every step becomes a memory. I'm still learning how to keep. Fragments of lunar soul dreams floating through the in-between. I keep holding on to pieces of the truth I've never seen. Fragments of lunar soul dreams shine quietly in me. If I close my eyes and listen, I can feel the night exhale. There's a beauty in the breaking that the dark can't ever steal. Fragments of lunar soul dreams slowly finding what they mean. I keep breathing through the quiet as the dawn comes into view. Fragments of lunar soul dreams are leading me to you. tear becomes a promise. I don't know how to break the way my soul remembers every touch, every sigh. I'm still holding on to pieces of the truth we couldn't hide. The way my soul remembers is the reason I survive. If I let go of a memory, would I lose a part of me? Or would I finally learn what it means to be free? The way my soul remembers isn't pain, it's just a sign that the love I felt was real, even if we ran out of time. The way my soul remembers will forever feel like midnight echoes calling me again. Midnight echoes calling me again. She walks alone through the city lights, holding memories she can't rewrite. Every step feels heavy tonight, but she keeps moving on. She keeps moving on. The shadow follows like an old friend, a quiet story that will never end. She looks up and whispers to the wind, tell me where I belong. And the night holds every secret she tried to hide, and her voice shakes as she fights back the tides. Echoes of her midnight coming through the dark, reaching for the fire buried in her heart. She's breaking but she's standing, torn but still alive, searching for the strength to rise again tonight. Echoes of her midnight still calling her home. She remembers moments stained in gold, promises made that never took hold. The warmth of a hand she used to hold, now it's just dust in the rain, just dust in the rain. She lifts her face as the thunder grows, feeling something deeper than the sorrow she knows. A spark inside her slowly glows, a whisper saying her name. And the night feels like a mirror she can't escape, and her heart beats like a drum she cannot break. Echoes of her midnight storm. Finding her way through fading lights. Every scar, every cry becomes the reason she'll rise. Echoes of her midnight, calling through the dark, reaching for the fire buried in her heart. She's breaking but she's standing, torn but still alive, searching for the strength to rise again tonight. Echoes of her midnight still calling her home. Echoes of her midnight echo through her soul, leading her to places she thought she'd never go. She's rising from the silence, glowing in the night, finding every piece of who she lost inside. Echoes of her midnight finally bring her home. Ooh, finally bring her home. Midnight echo, still calling her home. The moon is watching quietly as the world begins to sleep. I leave my thoughts in open sky and secrets I can't keep. The night feels like a mirror, showing pieces of my truth. Every breath becomes a whisper, floating gently back to you. The moon knows my lunar soul, every scar and every glow. I keep drifting through the silence where the hidden feelings flow. The Will the night hold me in place? There's a strength inside the darkness, wrapped in silver grace. The moon knows my lunar soul, where the broken parts feel whole. I keep breathing in the moonlight as my shadows lose control. Oh, the moon knows my lunar soul, and it gently leads me home. Burning, burning inside. She wakes up to another quiet day, holding dreams that slip too far away. A trembling hand still try to pray for a love she couldn't save, couldn't save. Every whisper echoes in her mind, every memory frozen in time. But she keeps walking through the fragile lines, searching for a spark again. And she feels the fire she buried long ago. And she knows it's time to let the embers show. Inside a burning velvet heart, a flame still dances in the dark, soft as a whisper, fierce as a spark. She's rising from the ashes of her scars. Her burning velvet heart is glowing once again. She once believed every word he said, now they echo like ghosts in her head. But broken pieces don't mean she's dead. She just learned how to feel, learned how to feel. She steps into the wind with steady breath, fighting shadows she once thought were death. And though her soul is tender underneath, her strength begins to reveal. And she feels the pulse of the fire she feared to hold. And she knows her story's meant to unfold. Inside a burning velvet heart, a flame still dances in the dark, soft as a whisper, fierce as a spark. She's rising from the ashes of her scars. Her burning velvet heart is glowing once again. Let the night fall, let the thunder cry. She's done letting her fears define her life. She breathes in deep and lifts her eyes. I'm stronger than the pain I left behind. Velvet softness mixed with flame, a fragile strength she finally claims. Let the world remember her name. Let the world remember her name. beats again. Her tears once drowned her, now they help her stand. The fire she feared now rests in her hands. She's learning who she is again. Inside her burning velvet heart, a flame still dances in the dark. Soft as a whisper, fierce as a spark, she's rising from the ashes of her scars. Her burning velvet heart is glowing once again. Burning velvet heart inside her chest, healing all the wounds she once suppressed. She walks through darkness, glowing bright, a warrior born from endless nights. Her burning velvet heart finally beats in peace. Finally beats in peace. Let it burn. Let it burn. Her velvet heart returns. Blue lights fall across the room, shadows dancing in the gloom. I hear the echo of your name, a quiet spark, a dying flame. The night feels colder than before. Your footsteps linger at my door. I reach for memories I can't hold. They slip away like silver gold. Every whisper, every sigh fades beneath the midnight sky. I'm trying hard to stay upright, drowning in these tears tonight. Sapphire tears tonight, falling soft in the pale moonlight. Every heartbeat breaks a little more as I stand alone at your fading door. Sapphire tears tonight, but will rise again when the dark turns bright. Even through the pain I'll fight with sapphire tears tonight. The clock keeps ticking on the wall, reminding me of every fall. Your promises now out of reach, like distant waves upon the beach. I try to breathe without your flame, but every breath still speaks your name. I lift my eyes to starless skies, wondering why love always lies. Every whisper, every sigh fades beneath the midnight sky. I'm trying hard to stay upright, drowning in these tears tonight. Sapphire tears tonight, falling soft in the pale moonlight. Every heartbeat breaks a little more as I stand alone at your fading door. Sapphire tears tonight, but will rise again when the dark turns bright. Even through the pain I'll fight with sapphire tears tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll find my way Floating through sapphire tears tonight. Sapphire tears tonight. Falling soft in the pale moonlight. Every heartbeat breaks a little more as I stand alone at your fading door. Sapphire tears tonight, but I'll rise again when the dark turns bright. Every scar becomes my light. Through sapphire tears tonight. Let them fall, let them shine. Sapphire tears tonight. The night unfolds in silence, soft as breath upon the sea. I feel the calm surround me, like you're still a part of me. The stars lean in to listen as my thoughts begin to slow. Every shadow fades to color where the quiet starts to glow. Where Luna soul sleeps in light, floating through the edge of time. I keep drifting into stillness where your presence feels divine. Where Luna soul sleeps in light. My heart learns how to shine. The moon rests on my eyelids, painting dreams in silver hues. Your voice becomes a memory that gently pulls me through. I walk along the echoes of a love that feels complete. Every breath becomes a rhythm, every ache turns into peace. Where Luna soul sleeps in light, floating through the edge of time. I keep drifting into stillness where your presence feels divine. Where Luna soul sleeps in light. My heart learns how to shine. If the dawn could hear my whisper, it would wait a little more. There's a truth inside this moment I've been searching for. Where Luna soul sleeps in light, softly holding every night. I keep breathing in the calm now as the dark gives way to bright. Where Luna soul sleeps in light. I no longer fear the night. drift across my skin. Your touch feels like the lightning that I pull deep within. I walk between the shadows and the calm before the rain. Every tear becomes a rhythm, every fear begins to fade. Breath of a gentle storm, moving slowly through my bones. I keep shaking, I keep standing, while the night learns how to fall. Breath of a gentle storm, teaching me to go. If I close my eyes and listen, I can hear the sky exhale. There's a strength inside the quiet that survives the falling rain. Breath of a gentle storm, turning weakness into form. I keep breathing, I keep rising, as the darkness starts to warm. Breath of a gentle storm is the calm I'm waiting for. City lights are fading as I walk through quiet dreams. Your voice is like a shadow, flowing gently through the seams. The wind carries your memory like a whisper on my skin. I follow every heartbeat, hoping it might lead to you. Soft echoes of the night calling me through silver light. I keep waiting, I keep reaching for warmth that feels like home. Soft echoes of the night tell me I'm not alone. The silence grows around me like a tide that pulls me slow. Your name drifts through the darkness in a tone I used to know. I try to chase the meaning of a love we couldn't hold. I listen to the stillness, hope of the night pull me gently toward the light. I keep dreaming, I keep holding to the love you left behind. Soft echoes of the night still whisper in my mind. There's a storm inside, whispering my name. She hides her fears beneath a quiet smile, walking roads that stretch for endless miles. Every memory stacked up in fragile piles that she carries alone, carries alone. Her voice trembles in the fading light, fighting shadows, she's too tired to fight. But even broken wings can touch the night when the heart refuses to fall. And she feels a trembling fire deep in her soul, and she knows she's a reach Who sets her free? Storm inside, still whispering, still guiding.